Hi everyone. So let me just. Hi everyone. Can you please let me know if you could hear me and see me well? Hi Lauren. Hi Maybelle. Hi Candace. Hi Kelly. Hi Isha. Hi Skittles. Hi Jojo. Hi Triple Eight. Hi Destiny. Okay, great. So thank you so much everyone for tuning in. I truly appreciate that. So before we begin, so for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. So this is the free and the donation-based live reading, and this is the first of 3 live readings that I'll be doing today and tomorrow. So the next 2 readings will be on Sunday morning and then Sunday afternoon or evening. Just watch out for the time. And I'm just going to explain a little bit about the way that the life works, especially for those of you who are new or who are just joining in. Once again, welcome. So, how this live reading works here is that the donation, whoever have donated, is going to take priority. So, I'm going to be posting up the donation list, and I'm going to go through based on the donation list. Once I'm done with the donation list, I'm going to be doing the free readings. So for those of you who are waiting for the free reading, all I'm asking here is just be patient. You can post your question once, and like just don't keep posting up. Like you can post it once in a while, but don't keep on posting it here. And for those of you who would like to donate, I only have PayPal. I do not have any super chat or any other means. So you will see the blue color on the top, the pin message. All the details of my PayPal and everything is already there. So all you have to do here is just click the link. You can post your questions on the PayPal note, or you can just let me know here on the chat. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I didn't miss anything. So let's start with the donation here. Let me just post up the donation list once again. So I'm going to start with Moyo, but she's not here. So I'm going to start with her and then we're going to go through it. So let's start with her reading, just general guidance for the. Okay, so for you here, Moyo, the general energy that I've got coming up for you here is professional assistant. I've also got playing it safe. I've got friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. I've also got courage coming up here. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Magic, make a wish, believe in miracle, magic surrounds you. And I've got rebirth coming up here. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. With the overall message, I've got intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. So I've got a couple of things coming up here, but the main energy that I'm getting coming up for you with this professional assistant, I feel like this is something related to your career or related to your work situation here is what I'm getting. Now I feel like you are either going to get a job promotion or like a career advancement, something to do with your career, something to do with your job is what I'm getting coming up here. Again, if you are doing business, this is also talking about money related situation is coming in. Now another energy that I've got coming up for you here is that with this playing it safe and the rebirth energy, these two energies going hand in hand, especially with this new moon and the lion gates energy that is going to be happening by tomorrow. Now this coming, I mean like this whole month of August, I would say here is going to be the month where you are going to be represented with many opportunities coming up in your way, and I feel like these opportunities is something that you've been waiting for. At the same time, you're also having the fear to just step forward and just grab that. This can be in any area of your life, could also be starting up from your career or starting up from your finances. So with this playing it safe energy and the rebirth energy here is basically letting you know that this month it's the time for you here to break free from your comfort zone, to break free from what you normally do. Like this is the time that you need to step forward and have the courage to do things differently. And when the opportunity is coming up in your way here, do not afraid to take it. Do not afraid to just grab the opportunities is what I'm getting coming up here. And another thing here is that I'm also getting a very strong friendship energy coming up here. You may also be finding up a lot of new people and new supportive connection coming up in your way. I'm also getting a very strong sacral chakra energy coming up for you here. So it's also a good thing to focus on your sacral chakra starting up from today or tomorrow, especially during the Lionsgate energy. And then another thing here is that I've got a very strong intention energy coming up here as well. Be bold and be bold, be clear, and be decisive. So I feel like one thing that you need to do here is that with this coming new moon, be clear about what is it that you truly want, what is it that you're trying to be manifesting into your life here, because this is the time when things are this particular month itself, the month of August, and after the month of August here, you're going to start seeing a lot of things starting to fall into places in your life here. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that especially with this rebirth energy here, this is the time that you need to shape yourself and whatever. I mean, like this is the time that you can reshape your energy, uh, reshape your manifestation, like your thoughts, your mindset. So use it for your own advantage here. Lastly, I've got coming up for you here is magic. Make a wish, magic surrounds you. So this is basically talking about letting you know here that you could actually manifest anything that you want here. Like the only thing that you need to do here is that surrender and trust. And when I mean by surrender here and the acceptance energy is basically letting go of the how and the when. Like do not stress yourself here about why is this not going to happen, why this hasn't happened to me here. So let go of that and just focus, like fully focus on your energy here. Like, okay, this is what I want, I'm going to be focusing on that here. So try to do it in that way, Moyo. And yeah, just let me know whenever you saw this message once you wake up in the morning, and you can just like message me for any clarity or anything that you don't understand. And thank you so much for your donation, I truly appreciate that. And Maybelle, you can post your question, please. Okay. Okay, so hi Jess. Yes, you can, but I'm doing the donation first. The donation is taking priority. So after I'm done with the donation, I'll go through for the free reading. So let's start for Maybelle. When is Jonathan going to propose? It's quite interesting because I've got the same cards coming up for you here, the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles. So yes, he's definitely going to be proposing to you. I've got the marriage energy coming up here. I've got the Hierophant coming up twice. So the proposal is definitely going to come towards you here, Mabel. And then I've also got the Ten of Cups energy coming up here as well. The family energy that I've got coming up for you. Now at this point of time, I've got the number 4 coming up here for the time frame. So this can happen anytime from, I would say, as fast as four days from now. But I feel like it's going to be like 4 weeks to 4 months from now. I'm also getting towards a little, I mean, like I'm also getting towards either the mid to late fall energy coming up here. Late fall energy is honestly coming up quite strongly, so could be around 4 months from now, which is going to be around the end of the year here. And I've also asked what is the cause of the delay? Like what is the major cause of the delay here? Again, I've got the Four of Pentacles coming up here. There is a lot of overthinking energy that I'm getting coming up from his part. The number 4 is coming up quite strongly here. It's like he does think about proposing to you. He does think about coming towards you and like just having like committed long-term stable relationship with you here. But at the same time, he's like thinking a lot about that rather than just going into just, I mean, like he's the one who's actually like rather than just go into and take the leap of faith here, he tend to like overthink a lot. So much of the time he is going to be spending of him, should I do this or should I not do that? So especially with this Two of Pentacles energy that I'm getting coming up here as well. So it's like juggling to focus, like juggling to maintain the balance, and just like juggling to just go ahead and do it. So this is like the back and forth energy is what I'm getting coming up here. But yes, eventually he's going to be taking up the leap of faith here, and like just like say finally, okay, this is it, like I'm just going to be doing that. So this can happen around, I would say, 4 weeks from now to maximum 4 months from now. Late fall is coming up quite strongly, or just generally here, the fall and the fall season is coming up quite strongly for you here, Mabel. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Just keep me updated if he does propose within the next 4 days. And thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for being patient. So let's see with Amanda. I've got your question here. What do you need to know about your DM right now? So let's see. I've got healing, I've got loss, I've got happy success coming up here with the overall energy, the loving mind. Quite interesting here, 888. because the first energy that I've got here is loss, and then I've got healing, and then I've got happy success. So I feel like your person here, especially the, if it hasn't happened already, is going to be starting to happen from now until the, I mean, like throughout until next week here. I'm getting a very strong sense of loss. Not only the I mean, like with this loss here, it's not only about the missing you, I would say here, but the loss energy here, like this person is just feeling like in a complete loss, I would say here, triple eight. And what do I mean by that here is that everything is coming up to a point where he couldn't see anything moving in his favor or in his direction. A very strong stagnant energy and a very strong stuck energy, I would say here. Part of him also, I'm not sure if the communication is actually happening between both of you, but if there is no communication happening or the communication is a little bit stagnancy here, I feel like this person is also feeling that as if you've already moved on from them, or like you are no longer going to accept the apology, and no longer going to be accepting them coming back towards you here. So again, this is all going on within him. I mean, like this is all going on within their mind. Like this is just the fear and the frustration and everything coming up quite strongly here, which is what going to be leading them to the healing process and to the transformation process here. With the overall energy that I've got coming up here is the loving man. So finally, for them to be reaching out the higher self, finally reaching out to be the divine masculine that they are supposed to be here. I'm also getting that there are some struggles, I would say, for them here to let go certain things in their life. And the struggle here is not because they do not want to let go. This is more of like they're trying to move on, like they're trying to move forward, like letting go of any toxic energy or negative energy surrounding themselves, surrounding their life. But at the same time here, they could also feel like the energy of the past keep on pulling them, the fear and the pain, like everything keep on pulling them here, is what I'm getting coming up strongly. So this is like the fear and the struggle within your person here is what I'm getting coming up, triple A. But at the end, I've also got the happy and success energy coming up. So you might be feeling quite anxious, I would say here, like if you haven't already. Little bit of anxiety coming up here, as well as just like overall in general, you're going to be feeling a little bit of uneasiness, and like kind of like an inner turmoil for the next couple of days. This could also be like moving forward until the next week here. So whenever you feel anxiety, like trouble sleeping, feeling anxious, like just like turmoil in general within yourself here, most likely this is your person energy that you're picking up. So what you can do here is that try to send them even more healing, and trying to send them even more courage is definitely like a good, is definitely like a good option here. Triple eight, yeah, I'm getting a very strong inner conflict energy coming up here. You may hear from them, but with this communication energy that I'm getting coming up here, especially with this Knight of Swords, this is like a fast in and fast out type of energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So even if you hear from them either within the next couple of days or within the next week here, it's going to be like a short and quick communication here. So try to not even be so stressful if you hear them and then suddenly they're going to be disappearing again, or suddenly like you don't hear from them, because it's more like either like a drunken text, or like they are texting you, but again they kind of like soon regretting about it because of the fear and because of the struggle within themselves here. Triple eight. So that's what I've got coming up here about your DM. Let me know if there's anything that you don't understand, and thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for being patient as well. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining in. For those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you cannot type the message on the live chat here, that means that you haven't subscribed. So you just like need to subscribe and just wait for like 5 minutes, and then it should be okay. And yeah, I'll do the, you're welcome. I'll do the donation list as usual, and then I'll come back to the free reading. So please do not spam the chat, just post it once or twice. Okay, so Lauren, can you post your question, please? I don't see it on the. Oh, hold on. I think I saw it on the. What are Cancer current feeling? Okay, I got it, Lauren. I'm getting a lot of confusion and having a lot of on their plate, I would say here, especially with the Seven of Cups energy. I've also got the time is not right for us, and I've got the trust in the divine timing energy coming up. So the yeah, you said also like no contact energy coming up. Yeah, I feel like the only concern that I'm getting coming up here is that regarding the time, like how fast this person is going to be able to break free from the struggle and the confusion and everything that's currently going on within themselves here to come towards you and to message you here, Lauren. Because I've got, like I said before, I'm getting this person is having, I mean, like this Cancer is having a lot of on their plate. This honestly, I'm getting like a very strong general energy here. So this having a lot of on his plate could be anything starting up from their career, but at the same time, I'm also getting family issues and family upbringing coming up here. So they may also have some sort of like a family issues coming up here, or just like some sort of like like conflicts, inner conflict or conflict with other people in their life. They are actually thinking about you. I've got the Nine of Cups energy coming up here, and then I've also got mask feeling coming up here as well. Unfortunately, this person is not really good with expressing themselves, with expressing their feeling. So what happened here is that they would just rather keep the emotion and keep everything within themselves here, Lauren. So this is why, again, as you can see here, I'm getting a very strong cups energy and the ace of wands coming up here as the overall energy. They are definitely going to be coming up towards you here with an offer, like asking you out, I mean, like when the communication like starting to happen here, they're going to be like inviting you all, like just like a face-to-face communication, face-to-face meeting will definitely be there. But at the same time here, they are not really good with the emotion, with how the emotion works. So what happened here is that they just like rather keep everything within themselves. They just kind of like like put everything within themselves here. I've also got the overall energy I've got coming up here is yes, coming up here right away for you here. So again, this is the confirmation that yes, they've been thinking about you. They do want to communicate with you, and the new beginning between both of you here is definitely going to be happening. It's just like a matter of time. The only concern that I've got coming up here is that it's just like the time energy from them. I've also got the King of Wands with the Tower energy coming up here. This is quite interesting because the King of Wands is their energy at this point of time. A little bit of ego energy I've got here, or stubbornness in general is what I'm getting coming up here, Lauren, which is where the Tower energy is going to start happening for them here, like bringing down all of this false belief, bringing down all of this in like toxic belief, the stubbornness in like this is what going to be causing up a major healing energy coming up here. It's quite interesting because I've also I've just done the reading for Amanda. If you heard that, there is a very strong healing energy is coming up here for the DM, I would say here. And I've also got the Five of Cups energy coming up here, a very strong regret and feeling guilty energy. So this is also another thing that they're feeling within themselves here. The guilty, the regretful, the stubbornness, this is, and then also on top of that, you're having a lot of things going on within themselves. You're having a lot of on that plate, and then family issues, family upbringing. This could just also talking about conflict with someone that they're close with. Could also be talking about like inner child issue, childhood trauma that they're also struggling with at this time. So a lot of things is going to be happening all at once to them, where this is going to be bringing up, like this is where it's going to be like shaking out the foundation so they can rebuild something new. I mean, like so they can rebuild themselves here. I've got Victoria's outcome coming up here. Let me pull a time frame. I've got the number 2 coming up here. So 2 weeks to 2 months from now can be quite significant, as well as beginning of fall. So the month of September can be coming up quite strongly here for you, Lauren. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Let's see who's next. Skittles. You're welcome, Lauren. Hi, Diamond. Hi, Bella. Hi, Jades. Who else? Hi, Tien. Hi, Libra love. Hi Ruth. Okay, I think I've got everyone who donated, but just let me know if in case I miss anyone. So Skittles, I'm not sure if you're here, but I'm just going to put your time stamp so you can come back and rewatch. Okay, so Skittles, let's see. What's the question? Okay, so should you forgive him or should you ignore him? Okay, Ruth, yeah, I'll definitely get you in. Okay, should you forgive him? Oh, you are here. Okay, Skittle, let's see. Yeah, got it, Diamond. I already put you in as well. So I've got Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the High Priestess coming up here. So if to answer your question, should you forgive him or should you ignore him? Forgiveness is something that you just need to do because it's not only for him but it's also for you. So you could just like simply, like forgiven him here. But I'm going to check if you should give him another chance because let's see. Okay, so let's go through. Now I've got the Three of Pentacles energy coming up here. You are quite right about him being quite sincere about the apology. So I mean, you should forgive him not only for himself, but it's also going to be beneficial for you because the overall energy coming up here is the Queen of Cups, which is your energy that I've got coming up here. Coming up here, Skittles. So it's going to be for your own emotional balance, for your own emotional. I mean, like it's just going to be for yourself, I would say in general, for you to be forgiving this person. So yes, and with this Three of Pentacles energy coming up, yeah, I do feel like this person is going to be wanting to be in your life either romantically or just being a friend. But I feel like they might try to like move forward within a romantic relationship, if not now but later on here, like after some time they're going to be doing that. But the Three of Pentacles energy and the Three of Wands energy that I've got coming up here, they would try so hard, at least for some time here, to be wanting in your life, I mean, like to be there in your life here, either as your friend or as your romantic partner here. Now, another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this High Priestess energy and the Strength energy here, all of this, I mean, like mostly of this energy is talking about yourself, your emotional balance, your intuition, your gut feeling here. So I feel like go with your gut feeling. You should definitely forgive him, but to be giving another chance, especially into a romantic relationship, is what I'm not getting a very strong yes at this point of time here. As you can see here, the only cups energy that I'm getting coming up here is for yourself, for your own emotional stability. I've got the Cancer energy coming up here. This person will try to, like keep on coming up into your life. Like I said, they would try to be there. I mean, like they would try to at least like be in your life here for quite a while, but at the same time here with this moon energy coming up, either they have a lot of things that they need to settle within themselves here, a lot of inner self healing, I would say here, or transformation that they need to be doing here, Skittle. But if you choose to be moving forward into a romantic relationship with this person, it might be moving up in a little bit like slow manner, which I feel like it's not really beneficial for you either way. Like to be moving into a romantic relationship with this person. But if you want to keep this person in your life just as a friend and like forgiving him, yes, go ahead. You don't necessarily have to keep on ignoring him. Like just say, okay, fine, I forgive you, like we can be friends. But moving forward from that, trust your gut feeling and trust your intuition is what I'm getting coming up here. So that's what I've got for you and this man. Let's see about how the rest of the year will be going for you. Okay, will the rest of the year be going good, be successful for you? 100% yes. Honestly, the first thing that I've got coming up here is that either a job promotion or just like a promotion in general will be coming up towards you. So promotion, more money, energy is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Skittle. I'm not sure how old you are and if you could still get pregnant, because with this Empress energy, other than the job promotion, there is a very strong possibility of pregnancy energy coming up here. So be careful of that. But if you cannot have children anymore, then this is basically only talking about a job promotion coming up here. Now another thing that I've got coming up here is that a gathering energy. So I feel like by before the end of this year, you either going to, like, I'm getting like a very strong celebration and gathering energy coming up. Yeah, this could be like the gathering for your promotion or just like a social gathering in general, meeting up some of your old friends, or like, or some of your family members is what I'm getting coming up here. So you may be spending more time outside, I would say here, or you might be like, like just like meeting like meeting people in general here, or you can't get pregnant. So this is only talking about the job promotion coming up here. Yes, 100% yes, the this year is definitely going to be quite successful for you. I've also got two of cups, like two energies coming up here, two aces, the ace of wands and the ace of cups coming up here. A very strong new beginning energy in your life in general, as well as a new beginning for you in terms of your love. So it's safe for you here to open up yourself, to open up your heart to any new love possibilities coming up into your way. I've also got the Ten of Wands energy coming up here. The only thing that I would suggest for you here is that to not really stress so much, to not really like carrying a lot of baggages within yourself here. So I think you need to know when to drop your stress or your pressure here. But overall energy, things are definitely going to be taking off for you. Let me pull a time frame for that. So I've got the number 8 coming up here. So before, starting up from end of this month, the number 8 coming up quite strongly. So the month of August here, late summer energies could also be coming up quite strongly. So late summer, 8 weeks to late summer. So it is going to be around 2 months from now here. So starting up from the month of October, things are going to start picking up for you here, Skittles. So that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Okay, Ruth, we got you. So, Maggie, okay, Maggie, you can post your question, please. You're welcome. Okay, Emily, I got you. There's still a couple of there's still like what? There's still like 4 people before you, so I'm going to do their question first, and then I'll get to you. Okay, Maggie, what is the potential for Mitchell and you? there is definitely room to room for growth coming up here, but I'm a little bit concerned because the Three of Swords wants to come out earlier. Let me just. Yeah, I'm not really getting a very good. I mean, if this is referring to the love situation here, I would say try to be careful or try to not move forward too quickly here because the Three of Swords wants to come out earlier, and I've also got the Devil energy coming up. Let me just go through it. So first thing that I've got here, the connection will be moving up in a little bit slow manner. I'm getting a quite slow moving energy that I've got coming up here. I've got the Seven of Swords coming up twice with two different decks. So this is a little bit of deception, manipulation, or in general here, I feel like this person may have a lot of things that they're hiding from you or they are not letting you know beforehand. And I've also got the Page of Wands and the King of Wands energy coming up here. Yes, there is going to be a lot of room for growth on an individual level between both of you here. But at the end of the day, the growth that I'm getting coming up from Michelle here is from the Page to the King of Wands energy here. Even though there is a room for growth, at the same time here, the stubbornness, the ego energy, hot temper, again, I keep getting that this person might not be entirely honest with you here is what I'm getting. And then another thing here is that with the overall energy that I've got coming up for both of you here, with this person coming up as the King of Wands energy and you are coming up as the Queen of Swords energy coming up here, it's like both of you have so much of differences rather than the similarities here. Even though the differences may not really coming up, I mean, like, even though you may not really notice the differences at this point of time, but as both of you grow into the connection or as both of you grow into the situation here, you may start noticing that. Because for you here, with this Queen of Swords energy that I'm getting coming up here, you have a way of doing things. Like you have the vision of doing things here, like generally in your life, like, okay, this is how you want to be moving forward. But this person tends to be like a quite spontaneous, like over spontaneous, I would say here. So there could be like a little bit of clash coming up here later on in the future. But the major concern that I've got coming up here, honestly, with this Devil energy and the Three of Cups energy coming up here, if this is talking about a sexual relationship or just like or just a relationship in general here, the sex can be good, but at the same time I'm getting like more towards just like physical connection, I would say here, or earthly connection rather than moving forward into emotional or spiritual connection coming up for both of you here. But the major concern that I've got here is that with this Three of Cups energy and the Seven of Swords energy coming up here, this person might not be entirely faithful towards you, or this person may also later on in the future here may also have some sort of like a third party connection coming up here. So just kind of like be careful on that. Kind of like don't be moving forward too quickly is what I'm getting coming up here. Just like see any type of like and any type of like a red flags energy coming up, because I feel like this person may still have a lot of baggages or a lot of things that they are not really being entirely open and entirely honest with you here, Maggie. That's the only thing that I'm concerned about here. So just keep that in mind. Take it with a grain of salt and just keep that in mind, I would say here. Thank you so much for your donation, Maggie. I truly appreciate that. Jade's, no, I'm still doing the donation. All the free reading will start after the donation is being done. So Candace, I've got your question here, but you have two questions and you donated for one. Which one would you like me to answer? Do you want me to answer about your project or do you want to answer about your twin flame and yourself? Can you please confirm it, Candice? Okay, project. Let's see. How will the project be moving forward? Okay, Candace, got it. I'll do the project first, and then I'll do the twin flame question. So overall energy with the project that you have here, Candace, yes, it's definitely going to be a successful one. But you're definitely right with some challenges, I would say here coming up in your way. There are a couple of things that I'm getting here. First, here is that new supportive connection. I've got the Three of Cups energy coming up here. I've also got the Two of Cups energy with the King of Swords. So I feel like you need to be paying attention to the people around you, or to the people like either you are directly sharing the project with, or like directly that you're working with, or this could also be like your inner circle, like your friends, your family members is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Candice. Because with this King of Swords energy that I've got coming up here, it's really important for you here to be, how do I say it here, especially with this moon energy that I've got coming up here, there are a lot of people in your life that may not really have a good intention for your growth or for your success. This could be, like I said before, like a new connection. So do not trust people quite easily. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that it's really important for you here to set up necessary boundaries. But the main thing is that do not trust people quite easily. So always approach with, like with a boundary within yourself here. And another thing that I've got here is that with this Four of Swords energy coming up here twice, I feel like, of course, you are, I mean, like on one side here, you are a little bit stressed, you are a little bit like, pressuring yourself, I would say here, of how things will be moving forward for you. But with this Four of Swords energy coming up here, the most important thing that I'm getting coming up here is that to be paying attention for your own stability coming up here, Candace. So try to not lose your sleep in general, I would say here. Pay attention to your, I mean, like to your own balance as well, mentally and emotionally speaking. And with this moon energy coming up here, apart from, there are many things that, or people that would have, people with hidden intention or hidden motivation surrounding yourself. At the same time, yeah, this is also talking about the new moon energy that we're going to go through tomorrow. So use the new moon energy here also, like to pray, set up protection, ground yourself here, manifest how things will be moving forward. The hermit energy is what I'm getting coming up here with the discovery again. Like I said before, happy and success. You are definitely going to be you are definitely going to be successful within this project. There is no doubt on that. Things might not be moving forward as fast as you're expecting it to be. Like for example, like things could be moving forward really fast, and then like after some time you could feel like the stagnancy, or just like some kind of like a road bump here. But that is when the, I mean, like that is when the real challenge is, like when those things comes here, Candice. It's really important for you here to regain yourself quickly, instead of just like going through the sad period, or like feeling defeated or feeling hopeless, is what I'm getting here. This project is not only is going to be successful, I'm not sure what kind of project here, but with this Ace of Pentacles that I'm getting coming up here, this is going to give you a lot of stability within yourself, as well as going to be, like a huge room for transformation and improvement coming up for yourself here, Candice. And like I said before, a lot of success energy coming up here quite strongly for you. So those are the few things that you can do to, like to be moving forward with this project. And let's see of your second question, how can you be moving forward with your twin flame? Again, I've got happy success coming up here. So, I mean, success and happiness is definitely guaranteed in your life here, Candace. The first thing that I've got coming up here is that staying or standing in your present power. I've also got courage and dark thoughts coming up here for you. So they may still, I mean, like as just like any normal person here, with this dark thoughts energy, this could be, like talking about fear, energy, anxiety, just like overall here not feeling good within yourself, like negative thought and negative emotion that might still be there within yourself. But the main challenge here is that with this particular present power and the fragmented energy that I've got coming up here is that to not let all of this pain or sadness or any type of like negative thought and negative emotion within yourself here taking control of you, because sometimes here the reason why we feel that negative thought and negative emotion is either due to something from the past, like the depression or just like some sort of like frustration that from the past is being triggered here, such as like for example we couldn't forgive ourselves for certain things that had happened in the past, or could not forgive other people who might have done wrong towards us. Or this could also be talking about anxiety of the future. So it's like either past or the future. But if we stay focused on the present time, like analyzing our emotion, why are we going through this? Like what is going on here? The moment we do that, we could actually like see all of our emotion is just like a fear-based energy, and fear is just an illusion. This is also why I've got the courage energy coming up here. So you need to be able to standing up in your power here, understand any fear-based energy or any anxiety, any frustration in general that you are feeling within yourself here is just like an illusion, and moving forward from that. I'm getting a very strong progress, I would say, here within yourself and within the connection here in general. And I've also got a very strong new beginning energy coming up here. At times, you may feel like a little bit, I won't say off balance. You may like question yourself, and like I said, like those negative thought, negative emotion that you might, like getting triggered or just like questioning yourself in general. During those time here is where like you feel like you are being tested, and this is why that is the time that you need to be stepping up into your present power is what I'm getting here, Candice. I've also got the Nine of Pentacles energy coming up here. Stability, individual stability, I would say here. Maturity and stability here is another thing that I've got. See, I'm also getting a very strong energy of sacral chakra, so you can try to focus on your sacral chakra here as well. I've got the High Priestess and the Devil energy coming up here. The High Priestess is talking about the spiritual growth, or just like overall here, your personal growth here, and the Devil energy here, or the shadow side here, is triggering. I mean, like your your own shadows are like I said here, like what are your major trigger, what are the things that can be a little bit triggering for you here. This can be, let's say for example, like something that might have happened to you in the past, childhood trauma, like inner child issues, something like that here. So the main thing that you need to do here is that to find balance within your personal spiritual growth here as well as your shadow energy. So the polarity is coming up here quite strongly, Candice. So that's what I've got for you. Let me pull a time frame. I've got the number 3 coming up here and beginning of winter. So early winter could be quite significant. The number 3 coming up here can be anytime from 3 weeks to 3 months from now, could also be quite significant. So 3 months to late winter can be early winter can be quite significant in your journey, Candice. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Let me know if there is anything that you don't understand or would like to have extra clarification. And Lynn, if you are here, you can post your question. You're welcome, Candice. I appreciate that. Hi, Maryam. Okay, I got it. question is that? Okay, just waiting for Lynn to pose her question. Okay, while we are waiting for Lynn, Quattro, you can pose your question. I've messaged Lynn, so let's wait. Okay, you're welcome, Quattro. What I want to know here, why did... Okay, is this the same person that I did your reading earlier, Quattro? Or is this like a completely new person? I just want to make sure that we are your ex. Okay, wait, let's see. Why did... I've got directly coming up for you here the Tower. First thing that I've got coming up here is that a very strong inner child trauma is what I'm getting coming up. So they may have some sort of like either an inner child trauma or like a childhood trauma within themselves here that they are, I mean, like that they are just like showing it towards you here, like a very strong inner child trauma. I'm also getting a little bit of regretful energy, honestly, coming up from them about how things had went down, but with this Tower Women energy coming up here, honestly, yeah, this is definitely like a karmic connection coming up here. I've also got the Page of Cups. A lot of immaturity, childishness again, that inner child trauma, inner child issue, childhood trauma is keep on coming up here. They might also, if there is no significant age gap between both of you, this is basically talking about the immaturity, childhood trauma, inner child trauma coming up here. I'm also getting that they had gone through some sort of like a deceptions or manipulation in the past. So either this is like through the family, or this could also be something from the past relationship, I would say here, because with this Seven of Swords energy coming up here, some sort of like a deceptions and manipulation is what I'm getting coming up. So I feel like they might have been treated horribly as well, but I'm getting like more of like an emotional abuse rather than any physical abuse, I would say here. So it's like they might have been cheated on, or they might have been treated badly, and this is like, of course it's not fair for them to do it towards you, but they could not really let go of that. They could not really let go of the pain, of the trauma, and it's just like being manifested or being projected in that way. I'm getting a very strong, like again, emotional pain, emotional unbalanced energy, a little bit of manipulative person, I would say here. Emotionally manipulative is also another thing that I've got. Overall energy that I'm getting coming up from them here is that quite unbalanced. They also do not have any good of, how do I say, they also do not have any good circle. This can be like talking about the friends or the family members. So the circle or the people that they're hanging out with, or the people that they're spending time with, is also like not really a good person. I mean, like not really a good people. So toxic energy, negative involvement is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got the Nine of Wands energy coming up here. With this Nine of Wands energy that I've got coming up here, I'm also getting a very strong defensive energy coming up from within themselves here as well. So even if you try, let's just say here, even if you try to talk to them, or even if you try to communicate with them here, they're just going to, like, brush you off. So there's no even, I mean, like, that's not even a point to tell them, like, or like, you could actually like try to see if they could change, but because of this defensive energy coming up here, as well as again I've got the Seven of Pentacles coming up twice here, there is a very strong of imbalance energy is what I'm getting coming up from them. So even if you try to, like, see, wanting to wanting to see if they could change, it's hard to happen is what I'm getting here, Quattro. So nothing personal to you. And I think this is also another thing that I've got in your reading. I don't know, I just remembered it just now here. Do not let, I mean, like, just because people are putting their own trauma and their own pain to you here in that particular, I mean, like, in a way that they're treating you, does not mean that you are someone who's actually not good enough. So do not let that even affect you. Still, I would say, like, do not let that make you feel like there is something wrong with you. You are not good person, or you just like not good enough for anyone. So do not let, I mean, like, do not let that shape the way that you are thinking, I would say. So let's see, how will the month of August be moving forward. Okay, that actually explains it. Yeah, don't even bother. Let me see what will happen in the month. So the month of August is definitely going to be looking up quite really good for you here. I'm getting majority coming up here for the month of August is on your finances or money situation here. I've got the sun energy coming up. So this is basically ultimate happiness and ultimate success coming up in your way. But majority of the energy here, I'm getting a very strong financial blessings and financial energy coming up here with the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles energy coming up here. So more money coming in into your way. This could be like through your business or even like from your job. And with this Queen of Pentacles energy coming up here, even though I'm getting a job promotion, but I'm not really getting a very strong energy of this job promotion can happen in the month of August. So like something like an inspection, or how do I say it? Like I don't know how to say it, but there are sometimes like whatever you're doing at your job, like there is like a checking period, I would say here, or something like that could actually start happening. I would say here where like you are being seen. Okay, like how is your work progress so far? To be eligible for promotion or something like that. Even though I'm not getting a very strong promotion coming up in the month of August, you're going to see a lot of room for. I mean, like you're going to see a lot of room for opportunities coming up here around the month of August is what I'm getting coming up here. So financial stability, financial balance is what I'm getting coming up. I'm also getting a very strong moving energy coming up for you here as well. So with this moving energy, like either this could be related to your business, like your food business here. So you might be like going to places in like trying to put some in like trying to set up your business. This could also be like a short distance traveling, like for example like going into another state or another city just like for quick visit is what I'm getting here. Overall energy I'm getting here is that a very strong happiness and celebration energy coming up here. Majoritarily in the month of August you're going to see a lot of room for improvement in terms of your finances. I'm getting more money energy, like sudden money energy coming up here. So like let's say for example you're getting like booking uh, for some sort of like an event or for some sort of like a celebration here. I feel like you need to be taking it, like just take it, I would say. Overall energy like a lot of happiness I would say. So you will feel a lot more in peace within yourself here, and financially things are moving forward in your favor is what I'm getting coming up here for you, Quattro. That's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Let me know if there is anything that you don't understand or would like to have extra clarification. Hi Zena, I'm doing the donation first, and I do not put any list for free reading, so you just have to wait until I'm done with the donation. Then I'll do the free question. Okay, let me see Emily. You're welcome. Okay, let's see Emily's question. Okay, Emily, you're going to be watching out the replay. Let me put this timestamp. Is it time for you to move on, or is there still a reconciliation for the future? Okay, Jojo, I'll do yours right after I do Emily. What's going on? So honestly, looking at the energy here, Emily, I know you're not here, so you can just like rewatch it and then just message me of anything that you don't understand. I've got the Lover's energy coming up here. I've also got the Ace of Wands. I've got the Death energy coming up here and the Chariot. So is there any possibility of the reconciliation for the future between both of you here? I'm getting a very strong yes coming up for that here, because I feel like both of you are meant to be together and both of you will be together here. It's just that I'm getting the Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles here. So I'm also getting a very strong fear energy coming up here. It's quite normal to have the fear or to have the doubt within yourself. And with this with this Hangman energy coming up here, I feel like both of you need, because I did say towards you here, like just give it some space, just give it some time here. But with this very strong fear energy coming up here, I could understand how you feel. But at the same time, with this Hangman here, both of you are not really in a position to make a quick decision. Not really in a position to rush into things at this point of time. This is also why I've got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming up here. A little bit of slow moving energy is what I'm getting coming up. I won't say slow moving energy, a gradual process and a gradual moving energy. So from now until the reconciliation to happen or the union to happen between both of you into the future is going to be like a progress, I would say here. Better for you here to just give the space for both of you, I would say here, to not rush into things and do not push into things here as well. Your person, your husband, he is definitely going to be coming up quite strongly towards you here. And I've also got the Queen of Cups energy coming up here. The most important thing that I'm getting coming up for you here, Emily, is that to pay attention to your own emotional balance, I would say here, because with this Five of Pentacles energy here, I'm getting a very strong fear energy here, or fear, just in general here, fear based energy, I would say. The reconciliation is still definitely on is still definitely on the picture. And even though things, like even though like conflicts or just like an argument, little things like that, may happen, but I keep seeing that your person or your husband here is still coming up towards you. So the reconciliation is definitely going to be happening. It's still on the picture. Here again, I've got the death energy and the temperance energy coming up. We have very strong new beginning and the temperance energy coming up. You're talking about patient energy coming up here as well, Emily. So yes, the reconciliation is still definitely going to happen. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Maryam, I'm so sorry because there is so many people already waiting. I cannot do that. It's not fair for them. What I can do for you here is that I can send the reading to your WhatsApp, so you can just like watch it anytime. I mean, like instead of doing it here, so you don't have to like wait for too long for the readings, or just like send your reading on WhatsApp here. But again, you have to wait because it's not really fair unless everyone that already on the donation here seems okay with that. I'll be fine. So you could ask them, because it's not going to be for me. Like if everyone is okay with me taking you next, I can definitely do that. So Jojo, let's see. What will be the outcome for your connection with Kim? See what's next. Okay, what will be the outcome of trouble connection with Kim? Okay, connection of you and Kim. The number 9 is coming up quite strongly for you here, Jojo. So the month of September or August 9th, 9 days to 9 weeks. Yeah, see, the number 9 is coming up quite strongly here. So number 9 can be quite significant for you. Let me just see the energy. Okay, whatever the situation or whatever the issue or the conflicts coming up, yeah, both of you can definitely move forward from that. At this point of time, I'm not sure how the communication is going on between both of you, but with this hermit energy that I've got coming up, yeah, it's better to not really force the communication or force the conversation to happen between both of you here, but like focus on yourself, because the energy that I'm getting coming up here is that one of you here with this Nine of Pentacles energy is like, I won't say way too independent. It's like the clash that I'm getting coming up here is mostly an ego clash coming up between both of you here. And what do I mean by that here is that one person here is a very, very strong defensive energy coming up here. Another person is way too independent, I would say. And what do I mean by that here is that sometimes it's hard for both of you here to find a mutual ground. Sometimes it's hard for you here to find like a way out together here. So it's just like, let's say for example, if like an argument happen, like one person needs to be heard and one person keeps on feeling defensive. So things are just like going to be blowing up, I would say here. So it's better for both of you here to take a step back a little bit, because with this hermit energy coming up here, it's better to not really fuel the fire or not really like keep on going with the conversation or with the communication here. Just kind of like step back a little bit here and just like let things die down a little bit, I would say. I've got the world energy coming up here, so whatever is going on at this point of time is definitely going to come to the end. And I've also got the dark thoughts coming up here, the transformation and the joyous fun energy. So eventually both of you are definitely going to be able to grow out of this. But this is like a huge lesson for the main problem here is that both of you here is not really feel that both of you are being heard. At the same time, both of you wants to feel heard. So both of you keep on communicating, keep on like going here. But unfortunately, the way that you are communicating with this person and vice versa here is not being understand. Like both of you could not understand each other clearly, I would say. So the problem here is within the communication energy is what I'm getting. So the more that you try to just keep on going at it, the more it's just going to be, like the more that you won't find a way out. So I've got the transformation energy coming up here and the hermit energy coming up here as well. It's better for both of you here to take a little bit step back here, just like regain yourself is what I'm getting here, like regain your power, regain yourself back. Eventually things are definitely going to die down, like eventually things are definitely going to come back to normal here. I'm getting a very strong number 9 energy coming up. So 9 days or August 9th as well as the month of September can be quite significant for both of you. I've got the loving man energy coming up here and the back and forth energy coming up. The gender does not matter because this is for both of you, and both of you needs to go through the transformation, or like currently is going through this particular transformation here, to be integrating, I mean like to be more grounded and to be more grounded within yourself here. And I've got the back and forth energy. This is what I mean. It's just like keep on going back and forth between both of you here, and the more that you are feeding into that, the more it's just going to be growing. So you need to know when to stop and when to step back here is what I'm getting for you here, Jojo. So that's it. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Hi Sachi, hi Twin, hi Divine. Twin Lioness, you can post your question, please. So Twin Lioness, you're welcome, Jojo. Okay, let's go to your first question here. What is Jess's feelings and intention? So I'm getting there is definitely a soul connection between both of you here, twin. I've got the king and the queen suit coming up here. So the soul connection between both of you is definitely there. So the first thing that I'm getting coming up from Jesse here is that about the feelings. I'm getting a very strong of confused energy coming up here. So I've got confused or yeah, very strong confusion energy or just like not sure which way to go. So indecisive and confusion is what I'm getting coming up here. At the same time, yeah, stuck energy coming up here as well. And then I've also got the 10 of Wands energy coming up here as well. So with the 10 of Wands energy here, this is more of like feeling overwhelmed and feeling overburdened. I feel like apart from they're feeling confused about what is about their feelings and like about everything that's suddenly going on with them, I'm also getting a very strong stuck energy coming up here. They are also putting a lot of pressures and a lot of baggage which within themselves here is what I'm getting coming up to it. Now another thing that I've got coming up here is that the shadow side. So this is more of like within themselves, so the emotion and the way that they're thinking. So like a negative thought, negative feeling, negative emotion, a very strong anxiety coming up here. I feel like they are not really open and they're not really comfortable about speaking up themselves or speaking up their emotions, speaking up their feelings. It's like they're just putting everything within themselves. They're just like putting all the emotion, like concealing everything within themselves here and thinking that it's just going to be miraculously disappear or go away. So this is what causing all of this stagnancy, feeling stuck and confusion and like all of this overwhelming energy is what I'm getting coming out from them. Now for the intention here, I've got the Three of Pentacles energy coming up for you. I'm not sure how the conversation or how the communication is going on between both of you at this point of time. Even though I'm not getting a very strong stagnant energy when it comes into the communication, at the same time I'm also not getting any strong progress when it comes into the communication here as well. It's like they want to communicate with you, at the same time they are like one foot in and one foot out. So the hesitant energy, the resistant energy is coming up quite strongly here from themselves here twin. So you may feel like the communication or just like overall in general here, things between both of you is taking a really long time to progress or just like really long time to be moving forward here. But eventually, I've got the Six of Swords energy coming up here. Things are definitely going to be moving forward between both of you here. It's just that this stagnancy energy or this stagnancy period or like a slow process, a gradual process here may still be there for a while is what I'm getting. Let me pull a time frame. I've got the number 3 coming up here and I've got the magician energy coming up here as well. Pray and manifest is what I'm getting coming up. The number 3 coming up quite strongly. 3 days, 3 weeks to 3 months from now can be quite significant for you and Jesse here twin. So that's it for your first question. Let's see of your second question. One minute. Okay, so let's start with your second question. How will you or will things be successful in your career if you go on your own? Please let me know if it's still buffering. Yes, definitely, 100%. You're definitely going to be successful if you go on with your own here. I've got a very strong progress energy coming up for you here too, especially from the Six of Cups to the Seven of Cups energy coming up here. I've also got two aces coming sun. This is like already 100% success coming up for you here. So yes, you're definitely going to be successful. I'm not sure if you are thinking about going doing a business, or like something with the business, but with this King of Pentacles energy here, this is basically your energy coming up quite strongly here. So yes, you're definitely going to be successful. And another thing here is that I'm getting coming up here with this King of Pentacles energy. I feel like one thing that you need to learn more, or one thing that you need to focus more here, is that on to, apart from grounding yourself like within yourself here, I feel like this is financial management is also another thing that I've got coming up for you here. But the King of Pentacles here is a major growth when it comes into finances, when it comes into success. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that do not really taking rush decision, especially I mean, like especially like a risky thing, because after you go on with your own with this Seven of Cups energy here, you may be getting a little bit overwhelmed like the first couple of months, or the first couple of weeks here, and you're going to have a lot of things that you need to take care of, like everything, like suddenly everything is just coming towards you all at once. So during those times here, it's really important for you here to not rush into anything, like do I mean like just like take your time and see, I mean like just do not rush. That is the main thing that I've got coming up here. And then I've also got the Ten of Wands energy coming up here. Do not feel pressurized, do not take all the burden within yourself. So whatever that you're going to be doing here is that research first, like try to see like where you can actually like divide the work. So maybe like if you can get like a friend, or like someone from your family, like your sister, your siblings, anyone that you can actually, anyone that can actually help you. But it's also really important for you to trust them here as well. Do not take all the pressures all at once towards you here. Oh, you want to run the salon? Okay, this is definitely a good thing here. So you need to also like see, like for example, like is it beneficial for you here to rent a place to do I mean like to open up the salon, or go like for example like a home service, because like with this pandemic and everything here, like the rent is rising, so you need to like research in those areas. So ask for some advice as well to like your friends or your family members, to see like if you can like expand the way that you're doing business here. Is also another thing that I've got. But yes, you're definitely going to be successful here. That's it for your reading. Twin, let me know if there's anything that you don't understand or would like to have extra clarification. Other than that, have a good day, stay safe, and be blessed. So, Amelia, you can post your question, please. Yes, just be a little bit patient with Jessie. A little bit of patience, and also with the coming new moon, you can also like pray and manifest, because I'm getting a very strong manifestation energy coming up as well for you. Let's see for Amelia. Okay, I think Amelia is in here. Yes, Maybelle, but there is still few people ahead of you. So if you donate, you may need to wait. If it's okay for you. So, Tien, if you're here, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So, Tien, you can pose your question, please. Yeah, can you please pose your question? When will your DM reach back to you? I've got the lovers and three of wands energy coming up here. At this point of time, I'm getting the number three coming up quite strongly. So this can happen anytime from 3 days, 3 weeks to 3 months from now. Let me see what is the delay. So I've also got the Knight of Swords energy coming up for you here, Tian. So this is more of like a fast energy. I would say I don't think it's going to take 3 months though. So I would say like 3 days to 3 weeks from now. The main delay or the main yeah, the main delay that I'm getting coming up here is that they're actually feeling quite overwhelmed. I'm sorry, I won't say quite overwhelmed. They're feeling like a very strong inner conflict, feeling conflicted within themselves is what I'm getting here. I've also got the Five of Swords energy coming up here as well. A very strong inner conflict as well as feeling defeated energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here from your person here. This is what the major cause of the delay or the major cause of the blockage coming up here for them to come towards you or for them to reach out towards you here in general. I've also got the Knight of Swords energy coming up here. They have been thinking about reaching out towards you or they've been thinking about wanting to communicate with you here. Yet at the same time, they are feeling a little bit hesitant about that. Now, with this feeling defeated energy coming up here, now this is all going on within themselves or within their mind here. Like they might be thinking like, okay, if I reach out or if I text them at this point of time here, what is going to happen or how things will be moving forward? What if they are ignoring me or what if they are not communicating with me? So all of those fears and all of those anxiety within themselves here is coming up quite strongly. This is why the delay, or this is why they are not really entirely sure whether to go at it or I mean like to just like text you or just like to wait at this point of time. But they're definitely going to be coming towards you and texting you. Here I've got the death energy coming up and I've also got the union to happen between both of you coming up here as well. So it's definitely going to happen. Eventually they're definitely going to be taking up the leap of faith towards you here to just come towards you and communicate with you. At this point of time, I'm getting a little bit of heartbroken energy, feeling sadness, but eventually both of you are definitely going to be together here. So I would say within the next 3 days to 3 weeks maximum, I would say here 3 months. But even for the 3 months, I'm not really getting that strongly, Tian. So yeah, I would say 3 weeks from now. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Okay, Amelia. You're welcome. Okay, let's see of your home insurance. Okay, Kelly, I'll put you in. Just let me do the Amelia's. Yes, they are definitely going to be paying. I mean, they are definitely going to give you the money. Yes, time There is a delay, but for some reason I'm getting a delay. But okay, I've got the number three coming up here. It's quite interesting because we're talking about money, financial energy here, and I'm getting all money energy coming out for you here, Amelia. Yes, the money is definitely coming in. They're definitely going to be paying you. I've got the Ace of Pentacles. I've got the Three of Pentacles. I've also got the King of Pentacles energy coming up here. For the time frame, I'm getting number three. Honestly, I'm getting more towards beginning of the fall energy, but this can happen, like 3 weeks from now. But I feel like it may take around either beginning of fall to 3 months from now. Here is what I'm getting, which is also going to be ending up around the end of the year. So yes, they are definitely going to be paying you, but I feel like it may take a little bit some time. And I'm also getting like back and forth energy, I would say here, like filing up a complaint, because with this Five of Wands energy that I've got earlier in the, I mean, like while I was shuffling, you may need to follow up with them, like just keep on following up with them here, like just keep on pushing them. I would say, like don't just leave it be like that. So keep on following and keep on emailing them or calling or messaging them here. But yes, the payment is definitely going to happen. I'm getting around the fall energy or the fall season is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Amelia. So that's what I've got to say about his thoughts and feelings. So his current thoughts and feelings towards you here. So first thing that I've got here is the Ace of Swords. At the same time here, I'm also getting the communication blockage coming up here for you. So even though the communication is not really going on at this point of time, but with this Ace of Swords energy here, I feel like they, I'm not sure if you have been, maybe if not today, the next couple of days, I feel like until the, yeah, tomorrow I would say here, or throughout next week, you might be getting some dreams or some telepathic messages or just like sudden feeling of, I won't say anxiety, it's more like an uneasiness feelings coming up from you here, Amelia, and this is most likely coming up from him. Because with this Ace of Swords energy coming up here, like this is there is a very strong urge of communication or communicating with you, or just like, like wanting to communicate with you or wanting to talk towards you here. But due to this communication blockage at this point of time, as well as the Nine of Wands energy that I've got coming up here, like he's putting up so much of wall, so much of blockages or delays within himself here. You might be getting the communication either in a form of dream, telepathic messages, or just like overall here a little bit of uneasiness feelings is what I'm getting coming up here. The union or the reconciliation between both of you is still going to happen. Again, I keep getting that it's definitely going to happen with the energy that I've got coming up here with the Six of Cups. I've also got the Knight of Pentacles with the World energy coming up here. Now, the World energy and the Knight of Pentacles here, the Knight of Pentacles itself is talking about a little bit like a slow progress or like a gradual progress and gradual moving energy is what I'm getting coming up for you. And the World energy coming up is talking about the end of a cycle. So the slow progress and the slow moving energy is almost coming up to the end. Again, this is also why I've got the communication is going to start to happen. I would say here we're going to see the communication starting to happen between both of you. I've also got the Sun energy and the Ten of Cups energy coming up. I feel like this. I mean, I feel like he has been reminiscing or dreaming of a lot of things about the future with you in general. I would say here. Amelia. So I've also got the Six of Wands energy coming up here, a very strong, victorious outcome and positive outcome that I've got coming up for you. Now, the channel messages that I've got coming up from him, I've got trust in the divine timing. I'm working on building our future together. So, and I've also got be grounded in faith is what I'm getting coming up here. So I feel like what he wants to tell you here, or what he wants you to know here, is that at the end of the day, the union or the reconciliation, both of you are definitely going to be together, forming up the family that you desire. A new beginning is definitely going to be happening between both of you here. Again, once again, the soul connection coming in here quite strongly. It's just that he wants you to be a little bit patient and be grounded in faith, stay optimism, and trust in the divine timing is what I'm getting coming up here. Again, I've got two aces coming up for you. Let's see the time frame. So for the time frame here, I've got the number 8 coming up. See, I keep getting this before end of the summer or before the end of the month of August. You're definitely going to be hearing from them. The number 8 is coming up quite strongly, so it could be like 8 of August, 8 days from now, or before end of coming up strongly for the communication to happen between both of you and Amelia. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. I think there was a delay. I think there might have been a little bit delay for my messages. So Ashley, should you move on, or are you going to reconcile and reconnect? I'm not sure if Ashley is here, so I'm just going to put the timestamp. Okay, so Ashley. Hi, Mal. Okay, so Ashley, let's see. Should you walk away, or will there be a reconciliation? So regarding the reconciliation or the reconnection here, Ashley, I'm getting that the reconnection is going to happen. I've got the number 7 coming up here for the time frame. So this can happen anytime from 7 days, 7 weeks to maximum 7 months from now. I'm getting a very sorry, I'm getting a third party situation coming up here, especially with this Queen of Wands energy and the Tower energy coming up here. I'm not sure how much of this information that you know about here, Ashley. So I feel like there is a third party situation, or there is some sort of like a third party or karmic situation that is currently going on surrounding his situation or surrounding himself here. So with this Queen of Wands energy coming up here and the Tower energy coming up here, this is something that needs to come to the end first, or this is like a huge Tower moment, a huge shift that is actually going to start happening to him. At this point of time here, I'm getting the communication is not really going on too well, I would say, because I've got the Hermit energy coming up here. It's like a silence or like a stagnancy energy. Like even if there is a communication, it's kind of like on and off communication, like not really much things improving or not really like much thing going on here. I'm also getting a very strong overthinking energy and over like a very strong stagnancy energy at this point of time is what I'm getting. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that there is also a very strong defensiveness energy coming up from him here as well. So if you were the one who actually like wanting to communicate with him or sending him some sort of like a text messages here, he might not reply, or like he going to be replying with just like one or two words here. So again, the communication is what I'm getting coming up quite stagnant. I've also got the justice energy coming up here, which is basically talking about the karmic justice being served in your favor here, actually. And I've also got the Ace of Cups energy coming up here. The reconciliation or the reconnection is definitely going to happen, but I feel like it may take a little bit of while for that to happen. I've also got the Page of Pentacles energy coming up here. The Page of Pentacles, even though it's a good energy, but it's still coming up as the page energy. So for him to come to a same level as you are when it comes into growth and when it comes into the maturity energy coming up here, it may take a while. So patience is definitely something that is needed. But again, I won't suggest you to wait around here, like, because like I said before, it may take a little bit some time. So if you find like a new person coming in, like just just open up yourself here to any possibilities coming up in your way. Even though I feel like the reconnection is going to happen, I feel like it's going to take a little bit of while for that to happen here, Ashley. So eventually the choice is going to be yours. I would say like don't really like waiting and stuck there. Just like open up yourself to any other opportunities and just until he comes towards you, because he also needs to grow up, he also needs to be maturing up a little bit for him to come towards you as well here, is what I'm getting. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. So let's see with Diamond, current feelings for you. No, Ma, that Kali is actually Kelly. I think I mis I mistyped it. Yeah, it's Kelly. I forgot to type the full. So what is James' current feelings towards Diamond? I'm getting a very strong communication energy coming up for you here, Diamond. A lot of communication energy, honestly, is what I'm getting here. So I feel like this person wants to communicate. If the communication has been some sort of like stagnant or you haven't heard from them, you're definitely going to be hearing from them here. I've also got the Six of Swords energy coming up here as well. Whatever had happened between both of you, either recently or in the past, this person wants to move forward into a much more stable situation. Like they want to just like completely let go of whatever had happened in the past and just like like completely like restart the new journey, wanting to be starting up the journey here. I mean, like restarting the journey is what I'm getting. And I've also got the Knight of Swords energy coming up for you here. Diamond is like a lightning speed energy, so they want to come towards you in the lightning speed. Like I said, a very very strong communication energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So you might be hearing a lot from them in the next couple of days or pretty much soon here. The only concerning thing that I've got coming up here is that the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords energy coming up here. If there is a significant age gap and if they are not water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this could be a talking about a little bit of immaturity or childishness energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Diamond. So just keep that in mind. The childishness energy or the immaturity can be seen in terms of the communication. Like they could come towards you like too quickly, and then how do I say fast in and fast out energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So they would come towards you like quite quickly, and then at the same time they could also like disappear quietly here as well. So okay, that actually explain it here. So that is the only concern that I've got coming up here. Like the communication is coming up really good. At the same time, like you could like see or you could feel like okay, what is going on here? Like why suddenly disappear? I've also got the Judgment energy coming up here, a very strong divine intervention energy coming up here as well, and the Ace of Pentacles. So two aces coming up. This is a good and solid intention that I've got coming up here, and they will be keep on coming up towards you. I'm getting very strong fast movement energy or fast moving energy is what I'm getting coming up. Also energy, and I've also got the Star energy coming up here as well. Is it buffering? Is it buffering? I just want to make sure. You're welcome, Amelia. Just want to make sure, like, if can anyone confirm if it's like buffering or you are the Aquarius? That actually explains it. I've got the Page of Swords energy coming up here. Um, yeah. Before I continue, because it seems like buffering here. So okay, was buffering. Okay, so now it's okay, right? So I've got the Star energy coming up here, very strong Aquarius energy coming up here as well. One thing that I would suggest here is that just because of both of you coming up here as the Page energy, there could be like a little bit of ego clash or miscommunication here and there that might have happened. I'm getting a very strong healing energy coming up here as well. Overall energy that I'm getting coming up here with this Ace of Pentacles and the Sun card here. This is talking about a very strong up here. Let me pull a time frame. Up here, a very strong union, and the number 4 coming up here quite strongly here as well. 4 days to 4 weeks to maximum 4 months from now, you're going to see a lot of significant progress here, Diamond. Yeah, just a little bit of if this is not an ego clash here, just like a misunderstanding or miscommunication here and there can happen. The only problem here is that the communication. I'm getting a very strong communication energy coming up here uh, for for both of you. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Jolia, I got your donation. It's actually $5 and you sent $2 and my moderator Malapali already put up the list. So all you have to do here is that be patient, please. You didn't even donate the full amount and you are pushing too much. Like everyone who have donated here is actually waiting patiently to get into their turn. So please, please, please be patient is all I'm asking. Thank you so much, Diamond. I appreciate that. Ruth, what is he thinking? Okay, so let's see what is he thinking. What is he thinking? For the relationship and for the union to happen between both of you here, Ruth, I'm still getting a yes. I've got the Lover's energy coming up here, the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, I've got the Six of Pentacles, I've also got the Justice energy coming up here. I'm also getting a little bit of closed off coming up from him. Let me just. So the only problem that I'm getting, one of the problem I would say here, like the strongest problem that I'm getting coming out from him is in terms of the communication. With this Page of Swords energy coming up here and the Four of Pentacles energy coming up here, it's like he does want to have the relationship. He does still thinking about wanting to be in a relationship here, but at the same time, is either this person is just like a terrible in communication, like completely terrible in communication, or just somehow they are feeling really, really afraid to just express themselves, to just express the feeling. I keep getting the main issue and the main problem here is the communication energy. So you may take that initiative, like try to communicate with them. Like the main problem that I'm getting coming up from them is always the communication. They do want that, but for them to just like move forward, and either they are like they could be actually a terrible, really terrible in communication. I've also got the Knight of Pentacles energy here, and again the Lover's energy and the Three of Cups here, the celebration energy coming up here as well. About him wanting to be in relationship with you is still there. Another thing that I've got here is that with the Six of Pentacles energy coming up here, they're trying to putting up a balance. They're trying maintaining a balance, or they're trying to get, I think the major focus here is that someone, I feel like there's someone who actually cannot really think about multiple things, or cannot be like doing like what is it called here, like multitask, because the main um, the main goal that they have within themselves at this point of time is that to be financially stable, like working on the finances, like keep on focusing on the finances here. So when they are focused on something, on one thing here, it's hard for them to take their focus onto something else. So it's like they do want to be with you, but at the same time they want to make sure that they're also like mentally and financially stable here as well. So they are cannot really how do I say it here, like they are quite struggling with balancing up the energy or focusing up the energy here. This is what affecting the communication. This is what affecting overall journey, overall progress at this point of time here between both of you. But the union or the relationship, I keep getting that is still going to be happening between both of you here. I've also got the justice energy coming up here as well. I've also got the magician energy coming up here. I mean, like manifest it, especially with the coming full moon here. You can actually like start being more active on the communication side. I would say here would actually like move things a little bit faster, because the problem here is that for him to initiate the conversation is what I'm getting coming up here. So it's just like the communication is the main issue. So I would suggest for you here is that to like see and see, I mean like just like text him and see, like maybe like don't text him like continuously, like let's say for example like plan like having a couple and just like see how the conversation going face to face rather than just to like an online conversation. So try to do that. Initiate a face to face meeting, I would say here would definitely like help, would definitely be helpful for both of you, I would say here, Ruth. So that's what I've got. What comes up for you here, financially speaking? How long has it been of the non? I mean, like if you try to put up the, if you try to message him, like try this once. I mean, like just try this like once last time. Like see if you could actually like get a face-to-face meeting. Let's say, for example, like by this coming Sunday or like next weekend here, and just see like leave it at that. Like just give it like one more shot this time. Like not not when it comes into the online communication, like not texting backward, like directly initiate like a face-to-face meeting, just like one this last time, and let me know how it goes here, because I feel like this face-to-face meeting will actually be quite good for both of you for the progress. Let's see financially speaking for Ruth. Oh, it's locked down there as well. Okay. When is the when is the lockdown? Okay, so looking into your finances, you have got a very strong Emperor energy coming up here, Six of Pentacles coming up here again. I've got Nine of Cups and the Temperance. I'm getting the month of November to the month of December is going to be quite significant for you here when it comes into your finances. So like either, honestly, with this Queen of Pentacles energy and the Emperor energy coming up here, this is a very strong energy of job promotion or like more money energy coming up towards you here. Financially, this month, I feel like things are definitely going to go quite well, I would say here, because I'm getting a very strong balance energy coming up here. So throughout the month of August or until late summer, I would say here until the month of September, even though I'm not getting any much progress when it comes into the finances, but you are not also lacking as well here. So a very strong balance energy I'm getting. Starting out from the month of November or towards the end of the year, this is when you're going to start see a lot of progress coming up here, especially when it comes into the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles energy coming up here. I'm getting a very strong like a job promotion energy coming up here, or like with this Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles energy here is like whatever you're doing at this point of time here, like one level higher, like supervisor, manager, or someone with a high level position is what I'm getting coming up here. But again, like I said, the month of November to December is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. I've also got the Nine of Cups energy coming up here. Financially, things are definitely going to be taking off. It's just that it might be a little bit like slow moving energy when it comes into finance. After late summer, you're going to see a lot of progress coming up here. More specifically, I would say here around the month of November to the month of November to December. So towards the end of this year, you're going to see a lot of progress. And I've also got the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords energy coming up here. Things are looking good for your finances. One thing that I would suggest here is that because I don't see much income, more money coming in the month of August, I would just say here that try to pay attention to your expenses at least until the month of September, I would say here. After that, things are going to start, after that, you're going to see like things starting to progress, I would say here, Ruth. I've also got the Ace of Swords energy and the Knight of Swords. So just pay attention to the expenses. If it's not really something that you need, try to hold on to it here until let's say like 1 week or 2 weeks, and then after that you can think again whether you need that or whether you need to go ahead and buy that here. Is what I'm getting. So, oh, by August, and that's good. We also have restriction here, but so far it's until August 9, but I'm pretty sure they're going to just like extend it again. It's almost locked down everywhere. That's it for your reading, Ruth. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, Asia. So Asia, you can post your questions. I think you have 4 questions, right? Yeah, you have 4 questions. Okay. Um, you're welcome. Okay, I've got your questions, Asia. I'm not sure if you're here, so I'm just going to put up the timestamp so you can come back and rewatch it. Okay, let's start with Asia one by one. Yeah, I've got it, Asia. So let's see. What should you know about David? So I'm getting a very strong financial energy or money energy coming up here. I've also got the Five of Pentacles coming up here as the overall energy. So if they are saying that they can help you with some sort of like a money issue or like your business or something like that here, try to not trust them too quickly is what I'm getting. Overall energy I'm getting here is that with this devil energy, the page of wands and the two of wands energy coming up here. I've also got the high priestess energy coming up here as well. Paying attention to your intuition, focusing on your intuition is what I'm getting coming up here. For some reason I'm getting that do not trust them quickly is what I'm getting coming up here. I'm not sure how long they've known this person, but try to not trust them too quickly here. The the conversation or the communication between both of you with this Three of Pentacles here, it may seem that this person is someone who's actually reliable or someone that you can rely on, but after some time you may feel like a lot of stagnancy or feeling stuck energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Now with the devil energy that I've got coming up here, this is more of like earthly pleasure. So could be like, again, I'm getting money energy for some reason here, but again material things. So could be like money, like earthly pleasure, could just be like the lust or sexual aspect of the okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'm getting that. Try to not trust them too quickly. I'm getting, yeah, material thing and earthly pleasures energy is what I'm getting coming up here from them. They might just like want to, like go, how do I say it here, like they just like want to have fun, I would say here, like just because with this page of wands and the devil energy that I'm getting coming up here, this is someone who is just kind of like out for fun, like okay, like just like seeing like where things could go, like one night stand, like those kind of stuff is what I'm getting here. I'm also getting like feeling trapped within themselves, so they are not really open and they're not really good with the emotion and with themselves here. Like there is a lot of especially with this Five of Pentacles energy that I'm getting coming up here, a very strong victim mentality energy is also another thing that I've got coming up here. So if you're thinking about, I mean, like let's just be honest, if you are seeing if there's any potential of relationship, not really, but if you're looking just like for fun thing, I would say go ahead and go for it. But I think I've been getting pregnancy energy coming up for you in the previous reading, and I'm getting like a very strong sexual energy, just like earthly pleasures energy coming up here. If you're just like going out for fun, like just like having a drink or something like that, that will be okay. But progress, I'm not really getting so much. You have got karma coming up here as well. They have a lot of pain and trauma within themselves that they need a lot of healing, I would say here. The only thing that I'm concerned here is that it's going to be affecting your healing energy if you, like if you get too attached, I would say here. So do not trust quite easily. Just put up necessary boundaries within them is what I'm getting. And make sure like try to not have any sexual relationship with them. So just in case like you get pregnant and they might not really able to like even provide for you or provide for the kid, like just the worst case scenario, I would say. Yeah. So that's what I've got coming up. Yeah. They're feeling stuck and they're feeling trapped within themselves is what I'm getting coming up here. So yeah, just be careful of that is what I'm getting. Let's see the energy for you. Okay, I'm going to do your second and fourth question at once because it's talking about the energy and the manifestation. So I'll check them once here. I'm going to be checking up for your energy first and then I'll check for the manifestation. Yeah, just, like just concerning, a little bit concerning, just in case. Asia, so let's see. So I'm going to be checking out the energy for you. So first one I've got coming up here is adventure. Sorry, adventure coming up here, the overall energy. Dare to do things differently, manifest your travel dreams, move to a new location. I've got strength coming up here. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gift in this situation. I've got discernment coming up here. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. I've got prosperity coming up here. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. I've got flow coming up here as well. Find an easier path forward. Surrender to the outcome. Release your expectation. So your current energy coming up here, and for the moving forward into the future, I keep getting this prosperity coming up for you in the last couple of readings that I've done for you here. So money and prosperity and abundance is definitely coming up towards you here, Asia. There is no doubt on that. I feel like there is going to be like either your business is taking off or just like overall here you're going to see a lot of abundance and prosperity, not only in terms of your money related situation but just in general. I would say here you're going to see like a lot of things coming up towards you here. A lot of increment is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got discernment energy coming up here. I feel like this is also another thing that I keep getting coming up for you here. Paying attention to your intuition, paying attention to your gut feeling. You at this point of time and moving forward to the future here, you're going to see a lot of people starting to come just like in your life here. And I feel like it's really important for you here to people who actually have a good intention with you, which one is just kind of like a passing cloud here, Asia, because with this discernment energy here, and you are also like healing and all of this abundance, all of this, like positive energy coming up here. I think that energy is also, I mean, like you are attracting your manifestation. So that's one thing. You are attracting all of the positive energy coming up here. And when you are attracting all of, I mean, like when you are in that particular attracting mode, sometimes you could also be attracting people who are a little bit negative, or like people who are just like going to be there to drain your energy. So pay attention to that here, and do not really trust everyone completely, especially when it comes into your manifestation, especially when it comes into like whatever you are trying to be attracting onto your life here. Keep your dream as a secret. You can actually like tell people, but make sure that you are telling like the people who you trust, who you know that they only have a good intention towards you. Like there is no jealousy, there is no like yeah, like there is no jealousy or hard feelings is what I'm getting coming up here. Whatever you're going through is only going to make you stronger day by day here. I'm getting very strong strength energy coming up here. Do not stress to, I mean, like do not stress yourself so much here. Like do not pressurize yourself over simple things. Just go with the flow is what I'm getting coming up here for you. So another thing that I've got here is that with this adventure energy coming up here, not, I mean, like, even though this is talking about travel energy coming up here, I feel like this is, I mean, like, this is like letting you know that it's safe for you here to just like open up yourself and do whatever you want to do here. Go do, like, just go and, like, go after your dreams, like I mean, like, go after your dreams is what I'm getting here. Like, do not hold yourself, do not feel that you are not good enough. I mean, like, do not talk yourself out of like doing whatever you want to be doing here is what I'm getting. So that's what I've got. For your chakra, I'm not really getting any blockages here. I would say focus on your throat chakra and your heart chakra for this new moon, and the lion's gate would actually be beneficial for you. Just that. Other than that, no other chakra blockages. And let's see of your manifestation what is going on here. Okay, so I've got the high priestess and the high priest coming up here. For you, I've also got the full energy coming up here. I've got the Knight of Cups coming up here as well. It's definitely coming. The manifestation, whatever you are trying to be attracting onto your life, is definitely coming up towards you here. I've also got a very strong balance energy coming up here, the high priest and the high priestess energy. Again, I keep getting this intuition coming up for you here, Asia. Like three questions that I'm doing, like the common factor here is just your intuition, like even with David, even with your energy, and now with your manifestation energy. So I feel like pay attention to your manifestation. I mean, like, pay attention to your intuition is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. Now with the high priestess, I mean, like, with the high priest energy here, this is a very strong divine energy coming up here. I'm getting the number 3 for some reason within the next 3 weeks here. Is coming up in your way. Pay attention to that. I've also got deserving energy coming up here. So one thing that I'm getting coming up for you here is that regarding your manifestation, believe that you deserve to. Oh, is it buffering? Is it still buffering? Is it still buffering or is it okay? So as I was saying earlier, pay attention to your intuition. And then the number 3 is coming up quite strongly here, Asia. So 3 days to 3 weeks from now can be quite significant. And I'm also getting that pay attention to your dream sign or synchronicities coming up in your way here as well. And then with this deserving energy that I've got coming up for you here, the most important thing that you need to pay attention to here is that think and believe within yourself here that you deserve to receive, like, open up yourself here to receive all of this like, open up yourself here to receive all of this like, you need to believe within yourself is that you deserve to receive that. So do not doubt, like, do not have any, I mean, like, do not question yourself, I would say here. Is it buffering again? Do not question yourself is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here, Asia. And then I've also got playing it safe with the full energy coming up here. Now, another thing that I've got coming up here is that you also need to be stay focused in the present power. I would say here. Now, with this full energy and the playing it safe here, is like you need, again, with this adventure energy that I've got coming up for you here, like, dare to do things differently, like, just step forward. Now with the full energy that I've got coming up, it's just like taking up the leap of faith is what I'm getting coming up here. So, like, just like, don't hold yourself back. For some reason I feel like you might be holding up yourself back, might be like, like, doubting yourself here, like you are putting yourself inside this particular safe zone, or inside of this particular comfort zone, and you're afraid to step forward. So the main message that I'm getting coming up for you here is that just go, just like, just take the first step is what I'm getting coming up for you here. The manifestation is definitely coming up towards you. So that's what I've got. Again, throat chakra I'm getting here. So like speak positively, like speak into the existent, I would say here. Coming up here for you. You've been seeing, usually yellow is the representation of sacral chakra. So maybe you can also like look into that. Even though I'm not getting any strong blockage on your sacral chakra, but with you seeing that, that could be an indication that you could also like pay attention on your sacral chakra. At this point of time, I would say just like focus on your throat chakra, speak into the existent, is what I'm getting here. Let's see your next question. Will the bath salt be beneficial to you? Okay, let's see. I mean, I don't see any type of negative energy coming up here. So for you, Asia, for the I mean like for the bath salt. But at the same time, I've got the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords energy coming up here. What I'm going to suggest for you here is that before you use that, you can actually like cleanse it. I would say cleansing it. But again, I'm getting a little bit of, honestly, I'm getting a little bit of hesitance energy coming up from you here. Should you do that, or should you not do that here? I don't see anything negative, but if you feel that you don't want to do that, I mean, like you don't want to use that, you just like want to give it to other people, you can do that. It's just that I don't see anything anything negative coming up here. I've also got the Two of Cups energy coming up here as well. Well, she did give you with a good intention, I would say here. Like she did give you, you know, like with I mean, like she did give you with a good intention of like being friends, or just, I mean, like just like as a friends, like as a sister energy. She did give you with a good intention. Like I said, I don't see anything negative. I don't see anything concerning coming out from that. There are two things that you can do here. First, you can just cleanse it, like just use sage, or you know, like any type of incense or any type of smoke. Just cleanse it and then you can use it. But if you're not feeling like using it, you can just like keep it, or just like send it to your friend, or just give it to other people. Either way, it's fine. I've got the world energy coming up. We have nothing really, nothing really concerning, or nothing really, nothing really alarming. I would say here. So yeah, nothing really alarming. It's just like going to be up to you. Like if you don't feel like using it, like don't force yourself. If you want to use it, sage it. Just like to make sure that you are not too stressed out about that. But other than that, I don't see anything alarming at all. Asia. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay, then just give it. Like if you already thought about giving that, then just give it. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Asia, for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. So, Maryam, I think she's not here, but I'm just going to put the timestamp and then send it to her. Okay, you are here. All right. So I've got this. What is the mutual? Thank you so much for that, Asia. I don't even use bath salt, honestly. Thank you so much for the thought, though. Mutual energy of you and okay, let's see what we have. Yeah, I know. Let's see. I've got a new beginning for you, Maryam. So first thing that I've got coming up for you here, Maryam, I've got new beginning, and then I've got travel energy coming up here. So I'm not sure if there is a distance between both of you, like physical distance, like for example, like is he traveling to go somewhere, because I'm getting like a travel energy coming up here. There might be a temporary distance coming in here between both of you, but energetically speaking, I'm getting a very strong new beginning energy coming up here. So this is basically talking about new beginnings between both of you. Is definitely going to be, is still definitely going to be there. Now, another thing that I've got coming up here is that I'm getting a very strong hesitancy energy coming up from him. There is a very strong ego, and for some reason, I'm getting an upset energy coming up from him here. Now, I'm not saying that you have done something wrong because of the ego energy that I've got coming up from him. So he might be upset of something, and then he could just like be taking it on you here. And this is something that I keep getting coming up from him here. Like he has this tendency to just like keep everything within himself. Like if he's mad at something or if he's upset at something here, he's just going to be holding on to that for quite a long time before like finally being able to let go of it here. This is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly from him. I've also got the magician energy coming up here with the moon energy. I've got the star coming up here as well. So I feel like this is talking about a very strong manifestation energy that you can be doing towards the tomorrow, I would say here, towards the upcoming new moon and the Lionsgate energy. And I've also got the star coming up here. Whatever manifestation, whatever wish that you are going to be making up tomorrow during the new moon and the Lionsgate energy is definitely going to be coming up into fruition. A very strong manifestation energy coming up for you here tomorrow, Mariam. So try to use that. I try to use that to your own advantage, I would say here. So let's see. The communication and a very strong new beginning energy is what I'm getting coming up here. So the communication between both of you is definitely going to start happening. I've also got the Two of Pentacles energy coming up. The one thing that I've got coming up from him here is that struggling to maintain balance, struggling within himself here is what I'm getting. So he does want to communicate with you, but at the same time, he's like withholding himself, or like trying to hold himself for a while here. Coming back to that ego-based energy is what I'm getting coming up here. The way that he sees you here, or the way that he's viewing you, I've got the Queen of Cups energy coming up here. So he's definitely seeing you as someone who's actually emotionally quite mature, like emotionally quite mature and stable is what I'm getting coming up here. Something that he does not have, or something that he's struggling within himself here. Let's see the time frame for the communication. I've got the number 9 coming up here for the communication to happen between both of you, Mariam. So this can happen on as fast as August 9th, which is 2 days from now. Could also be like 9 days from now to 9 weeks from now. I'm not really getting 9 weeks from now. So I feel like the month of September could be quite significant. So if you don't hear from him anytime from 2 days, like August 9 to 9 days from now, the month of September is coming up quite significant for the communication to happen. At this point of time, he's just like battling up his ego, battling up the stubbornness within himself here, is what I'm getting. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. So, Kelly, you can post your question, please. You're welcome, Mariam. Thank you so much for being patient and waiting. Um, okay, Kelly, but I'm not sure what do you mean with Okay, are you asking about whether there is a new or an old love coming back to you around? Just want to make sure that we are on the same page. Are you referring to like you want to know whether new or an old love coming back to you? Okay, and Kelly, are you here? Yes, check on. Okay, new or old love coming to you. Okay, at this point of time, I'm getting more towards a new love coming into your life here, Kelly, rather than an old love. I'm getting a very strong earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This person could have a very strong earth sign in their chart, uh, either Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I mean, the zodiac sign does not matter. I'm getting someone who is like a very strong, mature, and grounded person. I'm getting I'm getting a bit of older energy coming up here, but I don't really think that this person is like how do I say, like I don't think it's going to be like a huge significant age gap between you and this person. There is a very strong maturity energy coming up here. Mature and grounded energy is what I'm getting coming up for you here, Kelly. So a completely new person could be like, say for example, like a couple of years, like 2 or 3 years older than you. That's it. Like I don't see like any significant age gap coming up here. This is going to be a completely new person coming in here. I'm getting at this point of time here, financially they are doing quite well. I'm getting that either a business owner or someone with a good job position is what I'm getting here, like a high level position, like a supervisor, manager, or someone like dealing with a lot of financial situation, like financial career field is what I'm getting here. So yes, this person is definitely going to be in your level. I'm about to say that because you are coming up here as the Empress, and this person is coming up here as the King of Pentacles energy coming up here. So energy level, both of you are going to be in that similar level is what I'm getting coming up here. The relationship is definitely going to be a successful one and going to be a victorious one. I'm not sure how old you are and if you could still get pregnant, because I'm also getting a very strong pregnancy energy coming up here. If you could still get pregnant, if you cannot get pregnant anymore, this is definitely going to be talking about a very strong rebirth energy and like a very strong new beginning energy going to be coming up for you here in terms of your relationship wise. Now, one thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Nine of Wands energy, I do understand that for some reason you are feeling hurt or you're still feeling a little bit scared to open up yourself here, but at the same time here, that it's safe for you to open up yourself. It's safe for you to just take a leap of faith with this person. Like try to, I mean, like when you meet this person, try to let go of like the fear and the defensiveness within yourself here. Let me pull a time frame as to when you're going to be meeting up with this person. I keep getting very strong pregnancy energy coming up for you here, Kelly. So I've got the number 8 coming up here quite strongly. You may meet this person by end of this month, even though I'm not getting that quite strongly. I'm also getting a very strong winter energy coming up for you here as well. So I would say 8 weeks to 8 months from now is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. Yeah, this is a completely new person. I don't see I don't see any old person coming into your life. At this point of time, I don't see that. I've also got the justice energy coming up for you here as the overall energy. This time things are definitely going to be going on in your favor. Like you're definitely going to be getting the justice that you deserve. I don't see your ex going to try to come back and mess things up here. Like definitely not in that way here, Kelly. Like this is a completely new person, and you're definitely going to get the happiness and the success and the victorious outcome that you desire, that you deserve. I don't see any. I don't see anything from your ex will try to destroy it or will try to will try to ruin it. Definitely not in that way. This is someone that you actually have been waiting for. Energetically here, both of you are also quite similar towards each other. So there is no like this back and forth childish game, nothing like that. A lot of grounded and mature energy coming up here for both of you, Kelly. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Jolia, you can please post your question. Okay, Maybelle. When are you going to be visiting your country? So let's see. I'm getting number three coming up here, and I'm also getting a very strong winter energy coming up for you here, Julia. So this may happen as fast as 3 weeks to 3 months from now, but I'm getting more towards early winter or beginning of winter. So this can be around end of this year or beginning of next year is what I'm getting coming up here. Those are the time frames that I've got coming up for you. Let me just check. Anything else? Yeah, no, I keep getting that. Yeah, the number three is coming up quite strongly here. I think the only delay here that I'm getting coming up for you with this Three of Pentacles energy here, either the borders is need to be open or just like some sort of like a financial situation is what I'm getting coming up here. So yeah, early winter, I would say here, beginning of winter, or could be around 3 months from now, I would say here. Thank you so much for being patient. I appreciate that. Let's say Dennis. Yeah, let me know your question, Dennis. I'm just waiting for Dennis to come in. Let's just close the donation so I will have time to do free reading. Dennis, can you please post your question? Yes, you are next. You can post your question, please. No, Libra love, I'm still on donation. Just two more and then I'm going to start doing the free reading. So, Dennis, is Brad seeing someone else that he does not want to know about? Okay, is Brad seeing someone else that you need to worry about? So honestly, I'm not getting any third party situation coming up here, Dennis. So I don't think that this person is seeing someone else, either romantically or even like sexually speaking here. I've also got the Ace of Swords energy coming up here. There might, I mean, like he might be talking to other people, but it's just like something that nothing romantic and nothing sexual here as well. I've got the Page of Pentacles coming up here with the Ace of Swords energy coming up here. I'm getting like this is more of like a conversation energy or even like something related to finances, something related to his career is what I'm getting here. So looking into like if he's involved or seeing someone else romantically or sexually speaking, I'm not really getting that quite strongly. Another thing that I've got coming up for you here is that I've got the Four of Cups, I've got the Eight of Swords, I've got the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords energy coming up here. The Four of Cups here is a little bit of overthinking and over worrying energy coming up for you here, Dennis. And with this Eight of Swords energy here, for some reason, I feel like you might be feeling quite stuck within that particular thought or quite stuck within that particular idea, that you might be a little bit overthinking too much on that, or like a little bit of over worrying too much on that here. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything of a third party situation coming up here from them. There might be a little bit of balance when it comes into finances or financially speaking, I would say here. But other than that, I don't see anything of a third party situation coming up here. So try to not too worry. I mean, like try to not over worry too much of that. Like just like rest a bit, and then maybe you could like ask him like if you find anything of like you don't like, or if you find like any conversation or any type of messages that you want to clarify, I would say go ahead and clarify. But I don't see anything of a third party, and I don't see anything of a concerning or alarming at all for you here, Dennis. So yeah, that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. And Maybelle, you can post your question, please. You're welcome, Dennis. And for those of you who are waiting for the free reading, you may post your free questions now, as I'm just finishing with the donation. Okay, Mabel, what is the relationship between Jonathan and Emily? I'm getting a very strong friends energy coming up for you here, Mabel, but I don't really get anything of like a sexual energy coming up here as well. Is this person that if this is not like a friend's energy, this could be someone that either older than him or someone that he might have known for quite a while. Could also the energy of like a colleague or friend from work energy is what I'm getting coming up here. I don't really sense anything of like a sexual or even like a romantic energy coming up here. I've got the Queen of Pentacles energy coming up here. It's more like an older friend type of energy. Could also be like someone who is helping her with his someone is actually helping him or him helping her with the finances, like very strong like career or financial type of energy is what I'm getting coming up here. I don't see anything of like sexual or anything of negative at all. I don't also see like anything of like threatening the relationship between both of you here as well. I've also got the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords energy coming up here. Try to not overthink about that, because I feel like it's just going to give you even more stress, even more like baggages and pressure within yourself here. I don't see anything of like a sexual energy coming up here as well. And I've also got the Eight of Wands energy coming up here with the Nine of Swords energy coming up here. Oh, she's older than him. Okay, that could be it then. Yeah, I'm getting like someone's either like older or someone that she's known. I mean, like he's known for a while. I'm also getting a little bit of anxiety coming up from you. So anxiety, a little bit stress and overwhelm. I feel like try to not overthink too much about that. I don't see anything of of a sexual energy. Honestly, the energy that I'm getting coming up from him here is that he might be thinking of her either like a mother figure or like a sister figure is what I'm getting coming up here. So like a very strong like helping energy, like both of them are helping each other, just kind of like keeping each other company, keeping each other grounded is what I'm getting coming up here, Mabel. Yeah, nothing negative, nothing concerning at all. So that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Let's start with the free question. Okay, Divine Goddess, general reading. So, Divine Goddess, I've got intention coming up for you here. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. So, I feel like one thing that you need to do here is that, especially with the with the coming new moon and the upcoming Lionsgate, which is going to be tomorrow here. Try to focus on what is it that you really want, or what is it that you really want to be attracting into your life here. With this intention energy coming up here, be clear and be decisive. Also, like believe within yourself here that you can get anything you ask, that you can attract anything that you want into your life here, Divine Goddess. Amani, why do you have slight pain? So whatever the reading says, I would definitely suggest you to take extra care for that, or like just like look out for the doctor, because the reading is never going to be is never going to replace professional advice. So let's see what is going on here. I've got the Hermit energy coming up quite strongly for you here. Amani, I would say try to like meditate a little bit with this hermit energy, either due to some sort of like a cold, and I'm getting like a very strong cold energy coming up here. So could be the weather getting cold. I'm not sure where you are. Could be like I'm getting like a very strong cold energy. So could be like flu, cold, or something related to that. But again, please check with the professional. Um, H hi. You have channel messages. Okay, so let's see. Channel messages. I've got yes coming up directly, and I've also got whatever questions that you have within yourself that you want to ask your twin flame or your soulmate here. I've got yes coming up. Yes, so I feel like this is more of you. How do I say it here? This is like a confirmation I've got coming up here from your twin flame higher self. I've also got release the anger coming up here. For some reason, I feel like they are feeling or they're thinking that you still have some sort of like an anger towards them, or some sort of like a frustration, or just being annoyed in general towards them here, and they would like you to release that is what I'm getting coming up here. HI. Career reading. What's coming up, Sachi? What is coming up for your work coming weeks ahead? I'm getting quite tired, I would say here. So you might be feeling a little bit overworked, or you might be getting like a lot of works coming up here towards you the next couple of weeks here, Sachi. So it's really important for you here to pay attention to your health and pay attention to your balance, mentally and emotionally speaking, coming up here. I feel like you might be things might be starting to quite take off with your work situation here, making you quite a little bit busy. Like you may not even have time to, like, for example, like eat lunch, or just like like even like, how do I say it? Like things are moving forward in a really fast energy is what I'm getting coming up for you here. So just prepare for that. Is there a future between you and Grace? So let's see. Is there a future? I've got the King of Pentacles energy coming up here. This person, I'm getting a very strong karmic energy coming up here. I feel like this is a karmic connection, I would say here. There is a very strong ego-based energy coming up from this person here, Select with Grace. I'm not really getting a strong yes at this point of time. I'm so sorry about that. I've also got the Five of Swords energy coming up here. A very strong feeling defeated energy coming up. Now, this could be talking about, there could be still, like a lot of lessons and karmic contracts that both of you need to be settling out. Or just like this could be a karmic connection. I'm not really getting a strong yes at this point of time between you and Chris, and I'm sorry for that. Bella, channel messages from Capricorn. I wish I could talk to you right now. So even if the communication between both of you is not really happening too well, they do want to communicate with you, or they're thinking about communicating with you. The reason why they are not really able to communicate with you like straightforward, because of they are either not sure on how to express themselves, or on how to express their feelings, or they just like have this tendency to just like keep everything within themselves, like hiding their feelings and everything within themselves. But they do see a future with you here, Bella. Um, Anita Abdul, what are the Cancer current thoughts and feelings about you? I've got soulmate or twin flame. I've got I'm sorry for hurting you coming up. So for some reason, I feel like they're quite feeling guilty or quite regretful over how things had went down between both of you here, Anita. And this is part of them like apologizing towards you. And there is a very strong soul connection coming in here between both of you. They might not realize this. I mean, like they might not know about the label of the twin flame or soulmate, but I feel like they could realize or they could feel that such a strong soul connection between both of you here, Anita. Divine Goddess, I did your reading in the beginning, so you may need to rewind back. Okay, I'm getting, who's next here? Love Light, messages from, okay. I've got religious and spiritual factors. I've got be grounded in faith here, Love Light. So for some reason, they're asking you to be grounded in your faith. There might be a little bit of stagnancy or just like a slow process and slow growth coming up here from K, because of maybe they are not really, because of this religious and spiritual factors coming up here, they are not really as awakened as you are, or they're still like having a lot of things going on with them. They are not really aware of their own spiritual journey, about their own like personal growth is what I'm getting here. What's going on with Saza life? Okay, let's see. I've got the Ace of Wands. I've got the Full energy coming up. Yeah, things are looking quite good for them. I feel like sorry. I feel like there is a new opportunity, or there is going to be a new opportunity coming up from them here. I'm getting a very strong travel energy, so they might be going into traveling pretty much soon, or like sometime in the future. I'm also getting like a progress when it comes into career. Salma, a quite positive energy coming up, going on in their life at this time. So I think that's it for the free reading. Mal, you can post your question, so then we can close up. You're welcome. What will Gemini do when you text him? Certainly going to be okay for both of you here. I've got the full energy. I've got the Ten of Pentacles, I've got the Ten of Wands. I feel like when you text him, he's going to jump at the opportunity. I mean, like he's just going to be jumping into the conversation, like just like flowing with the conversation, I would say here. I've also got the Ten of Wands energy coming up here, which is feeling a little bit of stress or feeling a little bit of pressure is what I'm getting. So he might tell you about that. He might tell you about some sort of like a pressure that he might have been feeling. I've got so many tens coming up for you here. I feel like there is a lot of things going on with him at this point of time. Sorry, a lot of stress and a lot of tension and pressure coming up here. I've got the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords energy coming up here. I feel like there is a lot of things that he needs to take care of, but overall energy that I'm getting coming up here is that with this Ten of Pentacles energy coming up for you here, things to be okay. Like things are definitely going to be okay coming up for you here. Coming up for both of you here, when you text him, he's definitely going to be jumping into the opportunity, and just like the communication and the conversation is definitely going to be doing well for both of you, like moving smoother, I would say here. Moving quite smoothly is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got the Emperor energy coming up. So, well, honestly, things are looking good for both of you here. The only thing that I would say here is that with this Emperor energy, maybe because the Emperor here is like someone who kind of like needing to take care of everything. So there might be like some sort of like an issue or some sort of like things that he needed to take care of coming up here, which he's definitely going to be telling you. But other than that, things are definitely going to be looking out for both of you. Yes, you can actually text him and let me know how it goes. I feel like it's going to be going okay. Like I don't see any concerns coming up here. You're welcome, Divine. I'm going to do Destiny and then that's the last. Any blockages coming up here? I'm getting heart chakra, I would say here. So you can try to focus on your heart chakra, Destiny. But the overall blockage that I'm getting coming up here is that courage. So just like to have the courage within yourself here. Understand that fear is an illusion and just have the courage within yourself is what I'm getting. That's it for the read. Thank you so much for those of you who are joining in, and I'm so sorry if I couldn't do your free reading. Just make sure you tune in into one of those live reading that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, which is like in the morning and in the afternoon tomorrow. So if I haven't answered you here, I'm going to be prioritizing you in the next reading. Other than that, have a good night or good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.